I did say in the last video, I would try a 1v1 on a 2v2 map. I'm just looking. I'm not entirely sure. I think Plateau might be the, I'm going to say, only viable option. The issue that I'm having, Crevice, you spawn right next to your partner. Docks, exact same thing. Labyrinth, probably also doable. Repository, very close to the partner. Terminal Moraine is less of the proximity to the, to your AI partner, and more so the just like the base rebels in the vanilla game. Memorial Basin is probably the most interesting, although Plateau has the exact same thing. Do I think for the first try that again. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do try it on Cutter, but right. If we can live Flood Survival on this map, then I would be willing to try. Actually, that's a good point. Do I need that there? Yeah, if we can win Flood Survival on this map, I would be willing to try non-Flood Survival. Yeah, I would be willing to try non-Flood Survival on fuck it, Memorial Basin. That's the name for it, right? Flood Survival is by far the easiest.
Barracks complete. Supply pad.
And I don't know how
Supply pad.
I don't know how hard this is gonna be.
ODST on site.
This might be like so easy it's not even worth thinking about. It might just be the exact same. A 3v3 map is the issue that we had yesterday. Why am I saying yesterday? It was recorded like several days ago. The issue we had, quote unquote, yesterday is just that we could hold the bottom third of the map, right? But obviously, like the size of the front that you're fighting on is not consistent, and it peaks right around the middle.
Supply pad complete.
Obviously, and then when we started losing bases in random spots, it became, even more sort of sporadic and problematic. Whereas with a 2v2 map, the distance, like, if you split the map down here, yeah, alright, it's quite a lot, but there are only a few paths. Whereas on Exile, there was a lot more that we were having to worry about. And so I'm thinking maybe this is just probably going to be difficult, but not like prohibitively. You know, it's not going to be like the pre-patch UNSC, I think it was. No, it was the Covenant one that was. Yeah, I remember, because the big issue was the sniper jackals, weren't it? I don't think it's going to be that bad, but at the same time, I
Fortress upgrade complete.
I don't know how this is going to go, and so. Whereas with a 3v3, I could definitely say this is going to be a problem. With a 2v2, especially on this map, okay, we've got. I guess this kind of really counts as 2, don't it? But other than that, it is just.
Reactor complete.
You know, I mean, Exile had a lot of different like ways around. You know, there was like so many different paths that you could take. Whereas on here, even at like the midpoint,
Supply
if we
pad
take
upgraded.
these 4 bases,
Supply pad upgraded.
yeah, kind of. If we take these 4 bases, we've only really got, you know,
Enemy engagement.
more or less 2 like choke points to worry about. Sure, those 2 are much larger than a 1v1 map, but that's just the nature of playing on a bigger map. I don't think that that's going to be enough of a difference, if that makes sense. One thing that I probably should have done, other than actually playing the game instead of just watching the one thing I probably should have done, and maybe will do,
Supply pad upgraded.
right.
Supply pad
I was going to say
upgraded.
recycle this
Supply pad upgraded. Turret improved.
after grabbing this. Sorry, upgrading this. Because that way we could start with a vehicle depot, which are probably going to be much easier. This guy's going to come down here and just take this. I still stand by the idea of, like, there just isn't much stuff to garrison things in. Like, when I look at my favorite maps, there is, like, defensive. Well, when I look at my favorite maps, when I look at Memorial Base, you know, there's things to do, right? It's not just garrisons around, like, key locations.
Base under attack.
Like, why can't there be a little garrison-y thing here, or, you know, here? It's just all, fuck are you doing? Yeah, quite a lot of the maps, they just
Focusing lens. Research.
kind of empty. You know what I mean? Like, in comparison to just Memorial Basin.
All units.
You know what I mean? It's like, give me somewhere that I can put my units just to, like, help defend a choke point or something. It's not the most critical thing, but it's just, you know, it would be nice. And once again, that's why I do genuinely really like the build hog from all the units. Aside from, you know, the minor crashing issues. I mean, you can call them minor crashing issues, right?
Napalm adherent.
Because it's, you know, it does it all the time. And so it's not...
Defense gauntlet. Research.
I mean, what makes it a major one? Sorry, I am like... You know, I woke up several hours earlier
Turret complete.
than I normally would. And not only that, I was woken up hours before that because I don't even know what it was, probably some sort of tractor or some sort of truck.
Turret improved.
Very fucking loud. And as I say in a video probably a couple of weeks ago now at this point, I think,
Turret complete.
there's some fucking jippos going around where I live.
All units. All units.
You know, just breaking into houses randomly. And so you hear, you know, you wake up and hear this like big, I don't want to say banging noise, but like
Research.
very loud noise, and it's like, okay, what the fuck was that? Let's go have a look. And it's just like nothing, because it's a fucking truck drove by, but, you know, caused an earthquake, 'cause it fucking did. Then I get back to sleep, and an hour later, which is still a couple hours, you know, 2 or 3 hours earlier than I would normally wake up, my lovely crab sons, they just, like the tank, it's got you know, it's an aquarium, right? It's not actually a proper terrarium for them. And so it's got cutouts at the back where you're meant to put like hang-on filters, and like the light system, the wires for that needs to come out. And so sometimes they decide to climb up, and they just climb around the fucking rim of the tank. I don't know how they do it, but sometimes they just fucking get up there. And they tend to get stuck up there, and there isn't really... I have tried everything, they just enjoy doing it. And so they decided to do that this morning, and I was essentially forced to fully wake up, which is not the worst thing, but you know,
All units.
still annoying.
Turret improved.
Probably just going to upgrade that while we wait a bit, which we shouldn't really be doing. I want to take out this wave, and then I mean, there's no reason not to just pump a load more guys out, right?
All units.
I realize now, I never looked it up. The one question I had in that last video,
All units.
you know, do Spartans actually benefit the piloting? Does that benefit from upgrades? And I still fucking
All units.
keep forgetting to look that up.
All units.
I'm gonna sort of ball them all up because, as we saw yesterday, sometimes
All units.
when you press attack, they like circle out. I know that by lumping them up like this, we are kind of like taking splash damage that we don't super need to, but at the same time, getting rid of this is kind of important. I'm gonna do that just to help it go quicker.
All units.
Yeah, you need extra research, which is fine.
Local units.
I'm gonna sort of bring these guys back, actually. No, sorry, not you. You stay here.
Local
These local units. Attack this, please.
engagement.
It's messy, but once again, we are using infantry with a relatively low damage output.
Local units. Local units.
That's the one thing about this mode, is you are kind of locked into using infantry. I don't think that's necessarily like the worst thing in the world.
Units.
I'm gonna pull everyone over here. Aside from you guys, because that turret is short. Oh no, you're a flame mortar. Okay, so we only have one. Kind of makes sense.
Local units.
Just gonna leave them to do their thing, to be perfectly honest. We might as well train more while we wait, though.
Local units.
Is there anything more we could do? I mean, it could have been a power play. Maybe quite risky.
Local units.
When we had the start, we could have just like driven it here, grabbed this, and then drove all the way down here and grabbed these ones as well.
Local units.
I am aware that this guy's here, but I think that the flood route was doing more damage.
Local units.
Maybe. I genuinely don't know.
Local units.
I mean, we're still... Okay, 16 minutes is not great. Realistically, we should have a second base before 16 minutes. At the same time,
All units.
at least it's better than 20.
Turret improved.
I mean, we might as well get chain gun and stuff like that. Still alive. I'm gonna do it. Come all the way down here. And I'm going to take one ODST unit. I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, I there's more than just two, isn't there? I've just remembered.
Local units.
I thought, yeah, no, because it's one for each player, isn't it? These little extra bases.
Vehicle depot complete.
That,
Turret complete.
I don't know, I still think that Memorial Basin is, just for the fact that it has the reactors as well. I think that that is better, just like overall. We will have to be kind of careful.
Local units.
Don't have the most amount of time to kill this thing in.
Yes. Moving up.
Yeah, I remember always, if I spawned here, I remember hating this one because the garrison things are so, like the turret as well. Yeah, we're definitely going to get it. Like this one, the turret is sort of, and the garrison as well, it's, something comes from here, like this area, they're going to get sort of caught by it. I mean, this one 100%, if you're getting attacked from here, but if you get attacked from like here, they have to essentially be right up, already attacking your stuff for these things to be in range.
Local units.
Now, I don't know where the next wave is going to come from.
Let's go. Awesome. On the move.
I'm going to bring these guys here and train more,
Local units.
just in case. Send these guys here. Oh, shit.
Locked and loaded. Ready to rock. Waypoint received.
Also shit. I don't get it.
Ready.
I'll admit. Do not understand.
ODST dropping in.
What can we do with two? I don't think we can do anything with two.
Orders. Station upgrade.
Sorry, I did send you over here for a reason.
Ready to roll. Rolling out.
Yeah, we need a reactor.
Local units.
Sorry, what?
Fly pad complete.
Oh, it's a bomber form that spawned on. I was gonna say, how the fuck did infection forms get by this without us noticing?
Local units.
Should just be able to polish these ones off.
Local
Yeah,
units.
no worries.
All units.
Do I just all units and then tell them to fuck this? No, I don't think I do. I think I keep these guys here.
Turret complete.
Field armory. I don't want to spend everything because I want to get these two sort of straight away.
Turret complete. Local units.
Obviously, also I would really like the mantis upgrade straight away, but I just don't think that. Actually, no, they should be affordable because it's the first tier. Better anti-air against the flood is.
Local units.
That's kind of like our biggest issue. And it's kind of strange to say because, I mean, flood swarms, as far as I'm aware, are entirely a Halo Wars thing.
Enemy engagement.
Or at least in terms of gameplay.
Spartan laser researched.
You know, I mean, I think so, at least.
Local units.
I can't remember any of the base game where the Flood has,
Reactor improved.
like, flying units that you have to worry about. And I think...
Research.
I think Halo is just the main series and then these two games, right?
Local units.
But yeah, because like when you think of the Flood, just in general, it kind of my brain just goes straight to like, oh, shotgun, flamethrower, that sort of stuff. Whereas, especially in this mode, for the next 6 minutes at least, the biggest issue that we have is really the air units.
Locked and loaded. Rocket launch. Local units.
I think that we've just made a mistake.
On the ground. Ready to rock. Waypoint received. Neural implant.
Oh,
research.
sorry, hold on.
Taking command. I'll get it. Yes, base under attack.
Yep, we definitely have made quite a big mistake.
I got him.
Because we took out this base, which was the closest,
Chain amplifier. Research.
it's then pushed the wave over to this one. We should have waited. No, I don't think we need it. Yeah, we should have waited a couple more seconds, sort of like intentionally delayed it. We will get energy shield, which is, I think the energy shield is what makes these so broken. Like, they are already tanky, don't get me wrong. But I think it's the energy shield that sort of like solidifies just how broken they can be.
Local units. Sure thing.
I'm gonna come up here and take this.
Fortress upgrade complete.
A fortress upgrade. I mean, alright, yeah, well, you're gonna get an air pad, but what's that really gonna do for us? Not much.
Local units.
Um,
Supply pad upgraded.
we are just obviously going to take more supplies.
Local units. You got it.
You guys are gonna sit here
Power turret research.
and sort of tank the wave,
Units.
which should come from, ooh, probably here, isn't it? With the station that we haven't upgraded. Ooh.
Base under attack.
Yep,
Turret upgrade.
called it. No, it's actually still coming from
Local units. On the way. Going.
this part here as well. Oh, I suppose that's probably... No, it's not. It is actually ground forces. I was going to say those infection forms are probably just, like, spawned by the bomber forms. But no, they are...
Enemy engagement.
That is probably the best thing that we could have seen.
Supply pad.
Obviously, it's not great because they've taken out a turret and costed us a bit, but it is much better to have...
Supply
You know what I mean? I would rather them attack this base and deal a lot of damage to it,
local units.
where we can easily and like quickly get back like control of it. I would rather them eat half this base that's next to our army than sort of come and attack this at all.
Complete. Turret complete. Local units.
The issue is I don't really want to move them. Sorry, when I say I don't really want to move this. Like, I don't want to move where the wave spawns from.
Local units.
Got it.
No, there's no way we can do that in 11 seconds. Stay here.
Supply pad complete.
However,
Turret complete.
Heading out.
should we see what 3 mantises can do?
Enemy engagement.
Oh, what?
Supply pad
Okay.
complete.
Is that just like a complete
Local
nothing then?
units.
Okay, maybe. Take this one up here then. Yeah, they're still spawning some stuff for this one. It's quite a bit, but it's not the worst.
Enemy engagement. Local units.
This one, local units, as soon as you take out that, which you should have already done because it's a fucking bomber form,
Turret upgrade.
every single time I try and use those, they are astonishingly like fragile.
Local units.
Yes, sir. I got it.
Local units.
You know what I mean? We've tried. Oh, maybe that was in a different. I think that might be in all the units.
Got it.
But either way, like we've tried. Sorry, we'll get reinforcements. Yeah, we've tried using bomber forms and like spamming them,
Local units.
and every single time they're just far too fragile. I think the issue is like a bit of observation bias.
Feeling fine.
We are using. Oh no, it's not really, is it? At all?
Local units.
Can't be, because
You bet.
the amount of health it has is objectively. Oh shit.
I'm there.
The amount of health it has is just like objectively. Oh, you're a fucker, you are.
Supply box prepared.
Local units.
Okay,
Local units.
interesting.
Reinforcements research.
Yeah, it's not observation bias at all. If anything, maybe it was just because the snipers are really bad at air control.
Supply box reporting for duty.
I don't fucking know.
Local units.
Yes. All set. On the way.
Local units.
I think maybe I'm just imagining shit.
Local units.
I'm gonna put a siege turret there with the hopes. I've said it many times, they have a really small range compared to what I would
Local units.
sort of want.
Orders ready. Yes.
But I still think that they have a longer range than a normal turret, right?
Enemy engagement.
Enemy engagement. Well, just fucking move then.
Supply pad complete.
Oh yeah, the stationary melee unit. That's very intense threat, that one.
Turret complete.
I don't like this here.
Supply pad complete. Fortress upgrade.
What do I do in this situation?
Base under attack. Local units.
I'm gonna, quote unquote, rocket it.
Rock and roll. On the move. Moving out.
I need you to come and check this. thank fuck there's no base there. All units come and defend this.
Vehicle depot complete.
I need that to recharge as soon as possible.
Firebase ready. Firebase ready.
I don't think we're in any, like, massive threat. At the end of the day, we, you know, might lose one base.
Enemy engagement. Local units.
Don't get me wrong,
Station upgrade complete.
I don't want to. It is looking very, very possible, or likely, honestly. Yeah.
A base has been destroyed.
I can't say I am surprised.
All units.
At the same time, if there was a base here, then I would be worried. I don't think this one really needs any defenses. I will say once again, I am building the... You know what I mean? I'm putting supply pads down. We are probably at the limit. You know, you can't just keep building supply pads and get more and more
Supply pad complete.
resources. There is a limit. I think we're probably at it already.
Local units.
Going. Got it. Suits me. Yes.
It's just that every single time,
Moving out. Orders.
like every building in a base, fuck you.
Turret improved. Turret complete.
Yeah, it just gives it more armor, and that is really not good. So is that. That's a problem. Thank you, me, for being forgetful. Bases rebuilt isn't really an issue.
Where to? Yes, sir. On the way.
Supply pad complete.
I mean, this is a problem, but like once again, we've got two mantises here. I will try the next one. I will try Memorial Basin
Turret complete.
on Halsey.
Local units.
Mate, sorry, Anders. Same shit. I think that she is probably like the other most viable. Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Supply pad.
gonna be no problem. We've got more than enough time.
All set.
All units.
Right away.
Where is that going?
Going.
No, you need to stay here. Yeah, I think Forge
Supply pad complete.
On the way.
would be a good idea. The issue is the added cost of the upgraded supply pads initially.
Local units.
It's a better investment, don't get me wrong. But because they cost more,
Base under attack.
we wouldn't really be able to take advantage.
Engagement.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys need to come and deal with this. Actually, no. You guys need to come and deal with this.
A base has been destroyed.
Seems like a base has been destroyed where it was the one that was already,
Local units.
you know, it was in progress anyway.
Been destroyed.
Cyclops. Good to go.
Supply pad.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's...
Been destroyed.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if our sort of success is down to the fact that mantises are broken,
Yes, sir.
or just down to the fact that it's possible. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm winning because
Cyclops. Reporting for duty.
I'm, like, winning, or if it's simply just because, like, oh,
Fire base ready. Local units.
yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just, like, the Mantis is the Halo 1 Magnum. Maybe.
Moving out. I'm going. Moving out.
I think we need to bring them over here, just to deal with the wave. Also, you can jump in here, please.
Fire
I
base
did see
ready.
that in the back.
Okay. On the way. Waiting for orders.
Oh, please don't fucking kill it just as I've built it.
Base under attack.
For fuck's sake. Too late. Oh, well. Oh, no. No, because we have drawn its attention.
A base has been destroyed.
But it was the other one that got destroyed, for fuck's sake. We should be able to, we will definitely be able to rebuild that.
All units.
All of our units are just mantises.
Local units.
On the way.
These 5 can easily solo this base, let's be honest.
Local units.
I see it.
Local units.
Waiting for orders.
I'm going to send 1 sniper up there.
A base has been destroyed.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Enemy engagement. Enemy engagement.
We're not really...
Units.
Sorry. Take out the turret, please. And then come back here.
Local units.
You guys take that out. Yeah, we've definitely got this. Once again, I
Local units.
don't know how much of that is just down to the fact that Mantis.
Ready to break stuff. Right away.
Is a Floodwalker an issue?
Local units.
No, because... I mean, there's 5 of them.
Fire base ready.
We'll just take it out for them. We've already won. We might as well just speed it along a bit. You know what I mean? I am
All set. Got it. You got it.
under absolutely no threat at this point. They might be able to take a base. Oh no, sorry, destroy a base.
Station upgrade.
Oh no. I will just have to instantly rebuild it with pretty much 0 consequence. I want to see
All units.
Anders against this.
Got it.
I am not going to say I will do Anders against, you know, the UNSC survival or the the Covenant survival.
All units.
You know, I want to see, is it the Mantises or is it just me being good at the game? But like, yeah, man, I wish I could zoom the camera out more. When you compare all of like the different routes you can take in Exile, and actually it's just Exile, isn't it? Now that I think about it. Glacial Ravine, once you get to that... Oh no, because I've already said that air units are probably the biggest threat to us in this. And I think at that point it would probably make Glacial Ravine... I think it's Glacial Ravine or is it Frozen Valley? The one with the fucking thing in the middle that, you know, just straight up splits the map in half. You would be getting attacked by air units all the time. we've already seen that a bomber unit is apparently really strong, and just by spawning a few, like it seems that 3 or 4 of them can essentially, I don't want to say out heal, but depending on what the turrets decide to target first, if they're targeting the infection forms that spawn, the bomber units, once there's like 3 or 4, they spawn more than like the turrets, these two or these two, whatever, whichever ones are in range or sort of line of sight. Sorry, um, they can just spawn more than we can deal with. Throw in the flood swarms as well. You would probably have a really tough time doing that. But at the same time, your front line would never, like for the majority of the wave, would never really exceed what a 1v1 map would be. Because on each half of the map, it's quite linear. You just work your way up one side or the other side. And so, genuinely, I think that the Covenant survival, maybe even the Forerunner survival, would be the easiest, because they're... no, not really. Maybe. The Forerunner survival would probably be really easy until it started spawning the Phaetons. If you could take out the entire map within 25 minutes or so, it would be really easy. As soon as they start like spamming vultures, essentially, you would have a really tough time with anti-air on that one. Covenant survival would probably be the easiest. The only exception being, I'm fairly sure that Scarabs can just walk over the mountain. Banshees are... There's a reason why they're the cheapest air unit in the base game. Vampires are a threat to vultures. They're not really a threat to bases or to, say a large number of like Wolverines. They're not really going to do much. But I say that to get to that point means dealing with the start, dealing with the early game, and that is the issue. Mantis, we lost 6 of them. Oh no, we didn't. How many? So 70, 160. Okay, that's bugged. Fair enough. Oh, sorry, not bugged. It's probably just mod authors, they don't have unlimited time. Someone really gonna go in and sort this out. The top one is probably Floodwalkers. Yeah. I will try some other day as Anders. Not Halsey, but Anders. Cutter, let's be honest, his innate power is shit. It's just bad. Forge is good with an asterisk. He is good when it comes to you know what I mean? He's good when you don't have the ability to build 2 supply pads at the same time. If I pick Forge and go Memorial Basin, I'll do it and see how it goes, but I don't think it will go very well. Because you're going to get 4 of them. But those 4... Sorry, when I say 4 of them, I mean 4 supply pads building at the same time. No, you're not even going to get that, are you? Yeah, no, you should be able to. You're going to get 4 supply pads at the start. Actually, I don't think it's as big of an issue as I'm thinking. Maybe it's perfectly fine. But I think that in general, the difference between getting 1 supply pad and getting 1 heavy supply pad straight away is noticeable. That's like a big difference. The difference between getting 4 regular supply pads, or well, it will be 5, 5 regular supply pads compared to 4 heavy ones is not as big of a difference. You know, yes, the sort of increase is the same if you build 4 of each. The actual like income doesn't change, but it's just like the ability to start ramping. You know, if you can have like a better initial curve, then you're just going to be able to do more with that. Whereas if you're, you know, if you're already having an above average start because you've got 4 supply pads, 5 supply pads, because the rebels don't spawn in this mode, that's quite an increase. Plus also, it's Memorial Basin. You build 1 barracks and you have 2 reactors. You have 1 reactor very easily and very defendable, which more or less means that you can start upgrading those supply pads almost straight away. And so you should have a pretty easy payoff. I will do a 1v1 on this map with one against Covenant, 1 against UNSC. One time as Forge and the other as Anders. Just to see what happens. It's not the most scientific experiment, but at the same time, it's fucking Halo Wars. I'm not applying for a fucking PhD, for Christ's sake.